Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Houston.
Let's play ball.
Striding in, Wiz Hammer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Wiz Hammer.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Laureano stands at first with 1 out. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Stand up, stand up.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game.
Olson.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the guy that's hitting second. Wonder if he can turn it around a bit. It's been a topic of conversation around this club about how bad he's been struggling. Nobody seems to have the answer, but the answers are only going to come from him, and I think his confidence is pretty zapped
On the bag,
right now.
on the bag,
he
on the
just
bag.
has to get out there, square up a couple.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So a good job of pitching there as they wind up stranding 2 men in scoring position in the opening half inning. Now the Astros will at the plate, Wiz Hammer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Heading out towards shallow right. Allen has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Now at the plate, Wiz Hammer. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at bat on its way.
Ground it, find the ball.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, for desperate measures.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Stepping in now, Matt Olson. A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. A strikeout and a line-out for him so far. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Play ball. 3. Three. Out. Out. 3. Take out. Out. Full 4. Take your base. 3.
Now in the box, Wiz Hammer. He singled his last time up.
Wiz Hammer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does. Especially when you start.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
3.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long.
Here now
and
is
by
our
the looks of it,
final line score
they're
tonight.
not done yet.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game.
On 8 hits, no errors. They left 10.
Downtown Houston, Texas on a Saturday night in Minute Maid Park. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's. Artie Lewicki, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What's your take? Got him, man.
If you're looking for Achilles heel from
Striding in for Oakland, Wiz Hammer. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, Dero, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit.
Yeah,
the boys are
round
not jumping around. This is a big game
Stand
today.
up right here. Stand up. Pick it up.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
The first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Another look to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. And yet another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. Once more, a throw over. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken, the throw. Throw won't get him. He'll try it again from first. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Putting a lot of pressure on him here to start the inning. Runners on the corners, and they send the runner from first. Got in there safely, and now that takes the double play possibility away and gives them two guys in scoring position.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. Lifted in the air out to right. Allen coasts under it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can.
At the plate, Wiz Hammer. He reached on a single in his first try.
Hammer.
Lays off 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
2 balls and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Round it. Pick up the ball.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Digging in to try it again. Wiz Hammer. He singled his last time up.
Wiz Hammer.
He's set and the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
You got it.
Line toward the gap in left center. And he lays out for it, but he can't pull it in out in deep center field.
On the bag, right here, on the bag.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Striding in once again, Wiz Hammer. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Hammer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Laureano at third with nobody out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit, and the runner from third crosses the plate. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Reed.
The 2-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Standing in, Wiz Hammer. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there 1-0. Popped him up. Reed in foul ground. 1 out. Digging in the switch hitter, Greg Allen.
Number 1, Greg Allen.
Round is short. This could be 2. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
At the plate, Wiz Hammer. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. That's wide. 2-0. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And he hits the corner with that one. 2-2.
2-2.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at bat if they want to get back in this thing. So no.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
12-9, the final in this one. The A's scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Daniel Mengden earns his staff-leading 16th victory of the season. Artie Lewicki couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Wallace Harrett earns the save out of the bullpen, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
3 hours and 56 minutes.
From Southeast Texas, we welcome you inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, Framber Valdez will be on the mound for the Stros. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a... And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And now the Astros will go to work for the... Leading off the inning, A.J. Reed, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
A.J.
A bouncer to the left side. To his left. Hammer. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up.
Striding into the box, Wiz Hammer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The 0-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Laureano is off at first with 2 away. Swung on and he went fishing in the dirt. Marmolejo goes to get it, and the throw to first ends the inning. The A's strand one. They lead it 1-0. Next up for the Stros, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit on short. Scooped up. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. It's quite digging in for his second at bat. Johan Ayala. He flew out in his last at bat.
Ayala.
Ground toward the left. Chapman's got it. One there. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Ready once again, Wiz Hammer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Ready now, Wiz Hammer. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Laureano, the runner at first with 2 gone. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. So it's no run. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the...
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single. Have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
On to first, and that is a big... Stepping in, Wiz Hammer.
Shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
First delivery to him on the way. And this will be fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. Standing in, Greg Allen.
Leading
He's got a
up
hit
for
in
the
3
Astros,
at-bats to this point.
The right
Hey,
fielder.
not impossible,
Greg
but highly improbable.
Allen.
Even when you're at home to score
Up.
off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Hammer is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the 9th.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark
Here now
and
is our
sweep a
final
3-game tilt.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Jarrell Cotton, the pitcher from the Virgin Islands, is the So coming to the plate, Wiz Hammer. He's hoping to start this series a little better than the one he finished last time. He was 0 for 5 on Sunday. From the stretch. No balls and 1 strike. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that 1 run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently, but that's nothing in today's game. The way guys are hitting home runs at an epic rate, they just need to calm down and get on the offensive side of the ball.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Misses, ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Laureano aboard here at first with nobody out. Grounded back up the middle, and a glove flip for 1. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Batting fourth.
So striding forward now, Matt Olson. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Swinging a soft liner. And there are 2 away now. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Hernandez is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in for the Jays, Roberto Carrara. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line with a potential home run, but I'll tell you what, grabbed it.
And not in time as the run scores. Ready for another chance? Wiz Hammer.
The shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Popped him up. Castro is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box, Wiz Hammer. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters. Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
That'll bring up the power hitter,
now
Matt Olson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Bounce to first.
Stand up, stand up.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. The Jays are out. Next to bat for Toronto, Christopher Bostic, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Bostic.
The ground left side. And that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th. Digging in once again, Wiz Hammer. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Alfaro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
One.
To his right, Hammer. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping into the box, Wiz Hammer. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Line drive to center field. Fisher is right there, 1 down. Now batting, Wiz Hammer.
The shortstop, Wiz
First offering on its
Hammer.
way. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. He just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award. It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum tonight. Ray Karnitz gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled to the left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. And he'll get back in safely. 2-2. There goes the runner. A bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, way to square that thing
I mean,
up.
that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Batting fifth.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Hammer on second. Olsen at first. 2 out in the inning. There he goes. Pitch inside the throw. It's there. He's out trying to take third. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Derek Fisher.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Naquin comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively.
Next will be the designated hitter, Roberto Carrara. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. Stepping up now, Wiz Hammer. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of this.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Omar Silva. He singled his last time up. Nothing in 2 count, and on its tailor-made to short. 4 out. 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Julio Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Castro.
1-1-1.
Little. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan.
Digging in now, Wiz Hammer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Wiz Hammer, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And it's a 5-3 game now.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Stepping in, David Bodie. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Blue Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Runners on base.
Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's Miguel Almonte gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. Interesting to see which guy shows.
And into left field for a 1-out hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2.
Into the box now, Wiz Hammer, batting .300 for the series, 3 for 10.
Hammer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Zimmer racing back and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Wiz Hammer. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. The set and the 1-1. Here's a pop-up now. Bodie calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Julio Castro comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Julio Castro.
2-2. On the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Roberto Carrara. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. 2-2. It is short. Fielded. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here now the 2-2.
Hernandez.
Hard to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another shot now. Wiz Hammer. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
1-1 to count. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Spinning a throw back to second. Runner back safely. And a double steal try here. He swings and misses. Throw down. It's there. He's out at 3rd as a part of the double steal, but more importantly, it's a double play. In now, Wiz Hammer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone.
0-1's the count.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Fouled away. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Still 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And did he hold up in time? A look down and... Well, the man you see there didn't start this one on the mound, but his performance certainly was impactful. That earns him the Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well-deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every...
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Wiz.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 16 homers and 46 driven in. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Dodge is right there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Alan Henson will come on defensively now as he takes. Well, before we go, we look back at the great outing on the mound issued by the man you see there. Now from a place that's seen its share of in now for the O's, Joe McMahon. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Hit back up the middle, reined in. There's one on to first to complete the double play. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, any thoughts? Now at the plate, Wiz Hammer. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.